Hey everybody, and welcome back to PDubs Crypto World. Today I actually wanted to talk to you about something that I feel is pretty important on here. And in the Discord channels and everything, you hear a lot of people talking about the best thing to basically avoid getting bags when you're looking and dealing with your PT, your profit trailer. Now, the one thing that I've learned is you really cannot get rid of your bags. You can't avoid getting bags. So people like the DCA sometimes because it does allow for you to get the bags and get them cleared out. But the problem is when you have sudden swings in the market like we have had here. Ethereum's down at $406. And yesterday it was probably, I think it was about 430, 445. It was hovering around that, and so Ethereum's been diving down. There are other reasons that are based on why that's happening, but I won't get into that in this video. But let's look at here how we can get rid of our bags. Now, I have the absolute best method for getting rid of your bags without breaking your bank, because I've had people who, and I was a person who, well, I took losses on things to get out of bags. But the problem is I did that to try a new strategy, and all those strategies would lead me up to where I am now. So literally, since I've gotten to Ethereum, if you've seen all my profit trailer update videos from beforehand when I was on Poloniex and when I was dealing with Bitcoin, I got into some deep trouble the way I was running my bot, and it cost me literally to lose, well, between the loss in value of Bitcoin and the loss of cutting my losses on at least 3 occasions. Well, I invested $2,300 before I come over to this point where it was the cost of my bot and my Bitcoin. And at that point brought me over to where I am now, and when I left Poloniex, I literally had 0.88 Bitcoin. And that wasn't much you could do with anything. So, having said that, let's get into this, how we can actually clear these bags. And you're going to look at it and you'll be like, oh, you know, that's actually kind of simple, and why didn't I think of that? Or maybe you did think of that and you haven't been doing it. Well, I'm going to show you live time what I'm doing, because let's look here. Last night I went to sleep and I was gangbusters, you know, making transactions through part of the day, and it got slow through the evening. But I still hit my 1%, literally. Yesterday I literally hit just 1%. And I kind of had to cheat that one, selling one out at 11.57 at a 0.3% gain instead of my 0.75, just so I could hit the 1% to put on my ledger. Alright, so we're looking here. I've had some good days, some 3 days of over 2, 1, you know, there was one there and there was one there that were lower. And they were problematic because those were some sell-only mode days where I was trying to get rid of some bags, but they weren't going. So I've had some decent days making sure that I'm at over 1% for the last 3 days, but now I'm at 66.66%. And let's look into the trailer here. My DCA is scattered with the leftovers of last night. Now I ran 22 pairs going into last night because I figured the Asian and European markets would pick it up and keep it up, but it didn't, and they drove the price down even further, and I woke up this morning to bags galore, a sea of red. So, how we're going to fix that? Let's get into it here. So in my pairs log, I literally have 3 pairs, and these are ones that have just been coming back. So we're going to go here, and I've kind of, to try to keep me on topic here, I've got a nice little, let's see here. So Vibe is going to be my pain in the butt that I'm dealing with here now. So it's only been going on 3 days, but I'm at negative 11.76% on it already. I have 104 of these coins, and I'm roughly 0.05 of a Ethereum into it. So what I want to do, and I've preloaded up some of this a little bit, I want to, I call this the dilution method. So you can't get rid of it, because if you're going to double down, that's going to cost you a lot of money to eventually double down and double down a lot. Well, always keep track of what you paid for a coin. So that's what we got here, and when we actually go to this nice little snippet here as well. Man, my nose is itching me today. Alright, so this snippet here, I paid 555 Satoshis. Well, 555 Satoshis. And down at that price, I always want to keep that available. So I got a spreadsheet here that I'm just keeping track of, you know, what I bought, when I bought it, how much of it I have, price per coin, how much I paid, and to place a 1% sell gain order. So now going back to this here, what we want to do is we're going to buy 40 of these. 40 of these Vibe to dilute our Vibe. Now, the problem is we have 104, and 40 is a drop in the bucket. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to, and we'll see it down here, we are going to place a sell order for these. So we're going to actually dilute 40 of them with 8 to get a much better price. So we're gonna out of 104, we're gonna keep 8, so we're selling 96 of them here. So we're gonna go here to our Binance and we're gonna sell 96, and we're gonna put the asking price, which is this 5.00050566, which would be 555, which would be 1% gain. So we're gonna go ahead and put the 96, and we're gonna sell those here. Now, the only thing it's actually going to do is place in an order to sell those. And it'll take it probably about 5, 6, 7 minutes or so before it shows up in the pending log and gets rid of this down here. But I'm still going to have this 11.52%. Heck, this thing might even be small enough that it goes to the dust. I doubt it does, but we know what we need to dilute it with. So if we are going to buy some Vibe at this lower price here, since we've been dealing with the whole thing dropping on us, we are going to dilute it by, we are going to come here and buy our 40 now. So we're going to buy 40 of these, and let's pick a decent price that's not too horrendous. So we're going to buy here 44.35, and we're going to go ahead and buy that. But we might have preemptively, let's see here. So we've got our sell order in here. It probably won't hit profit trailer for a few. But we've got our buy order in here. Currently waiting. Now, we're at the top right now with 44.35, and hopefully we don't, well, we're in there at 44.35, but somebody's coming over top of us at 37. Now, this is probably some other bot waiting to jump on it, so it's going down in price until it figures it's hoping that we're going to go over it. So we'll give it a moment here. Actually, you know what, just for the sake of not wasting your time or mine, we're going to cancel that buy order, and we're just going to go ahead and buy the low price because it's not too much of a gain. Of a jump there, and we're going to go ahead and select that we're buying 40 of those, and we're going to go ahead and buy the Vibe. Alright, so my Vibe is now missing out of here, out of my DCA log. So we do know that we have a pending order now here of 96, which means that we still have a total of 8, and then we just bought the 40. Alright, so the basic of what's going to happen is once it populates in here, we are going to be able to sell it out. So we're just dropped down in percentage wise to where it is now reasonable. I'm waiting for this to come back, but we can see some of the coins are starting to come back here. And I guess I'll take this moment here to just kind of show you in the PT tracker what we've been doing, because well we are sitting at consistently I'm averaging 1.15% a day for the, since I got here on Binance with the PT tracker. This thing definitely kicks the butt out of the old spreadsheet that I was using. And even at this lowered price, I made about $140 this month. But like I said, that's with the price constantly dropping on this thing. So now we see our pairs log here. Now we are green on Vibe. So we have essentially taken, let's see, 10, 13. We've broken it into 13 different parts, the Vibe itself. And you can see now we're going green here. And once this one sells out, then we will go and we will break it down again. Or I could even, well, I would wait till this one goes, because you never know how the market will turn on you. So right now that big chunk of Vibe is out of your account and sitting in pending. But look, we just jumped and popped up Vibe to 0.49 here. Then we're going to wait for it to continue to hit up again, and once it actually gets to a point, now we're not going to sell all these off one right after the other. It is going to require you to take a peek at it from time to time just to see that you're getting good numbers to buy it. You don't obviously want to buy into more of it when it's at a peak. You want to wait till it dips down a little bit, and then you'll buy into some more. And once you do that, you just keep adding your 13. So you're going to, in the case of what I did, I broke it down into 13 parts, and I'm going to sell 13 different sets of it. So I diluted it 13 times. And you can see that that 8 that I had was just barely a drop in the 40 that I'm having. So basically, I'm breaking it down to its little dust components, and then I'm adding a speck of dust onto each cup that I have. So you never even know it's there when it comes to pricing, so it sells out a lot quicker. Now, it is more hands-on, but do you want to keep those bags? I don't. I'm going to get rid of my bags. If it means that I have to do it for 6 to 7 different coins, if it means that I have to do it 12 to 13 times, then that's what I'm going to do, but I am not going to lose money anymore. So I really urge you, share this with everybody out there in the profit trailer world. Even, I don't know how it is with the other bots, but let them know, let them see this. There's a method to it. Later this week, I'm actually going to be creating a nice spreadsheet for keeping track of this, so you can actually just pull it up, enter the information, and for those of you subscribed to the Patreon account, there is actually going to be additional spreadsheets, probably once monthly, that you'll be able to use. I'm going to start updating my, well, basically my sell strategies onto my Patreon account just to keep things up to current. For those of you that are helping me to support all of this, I definitely thank you. I know it is a new thing for me, and some of you have taken interest, looked at it, haven't actually taken the thing, taken the plunge to help out, and you know what? I still want to be there to help you guys too. So definitely check out my video content, and you know, wow, things are starting to go green now. So check out the content. If you want to subscribe, like, share, comment. I'm going to be getting to do probably later on this weekend on Sunday the weekly giveaway, $5, and then I definitely want to share the information I have with all of you. Look, Vibe is already to where it's going to sell out at profitable. So, I mean, that's a positive thing, and then I'll probably look at it later in the day and then kind of do it again. So selling it off when the market is lower and active is definitely going to be a good thing, breaking it into partitions. So check the link for the Patreon, go there, sign up just for my entry level stuff. It's $2.99 a month. I don't want to be taxing to everybody. That helps me to actually generate content. I've got a new intro coming in, so you guys aren't going to have to see my little coffee and computer stuff going on. That was previously from my PDubs Random World. So, like, subscribe, check it out, share it. Let's get rid of the bags. It helps everybody if we're just moving the market more, getting our volume up, getting the interest in going in there. And it helps every one of you out there with Profit Trailer to not take losses. So, I definitely appreciate you sticking around and toying around with me, and we'll catch you on our next strategy or update version. Alright? Keep it real.